Okay, let's get straight to the point. Let's talk about some updates with the Diddy trial. I guess the prosecutor, the attorneys for the feds, is taking a book out of Diddy's page. I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. Because they had an issue with a juror. And they've been actually talking about this for a couple of days. It was up in the air about what was going to happen with the jury. Was it going to remove the jury or not? Well, officially, the juror number 6 has been removed. Now, a lot of people feel like this is not great for P. Diddy. It is not great for Puff Daddy. Because this jury, shout out to P. Diddy trial updates. On Monday, that was yesterday, started with a big bang. Judge officially dismissed juror number 6, a 41-year-old black man who works at a correctional facility. The reason for the inconsistency in his answers about where he lives, he initially said he lived in the Bronx with his fiance and a child. Now, he know good and well you can't mislead and give out false information to the courts. You just can't do it. Now, somebody else also, I want to say they work with CBS. They was out there reporting live. A lot of people was out there reporting live in the courtroom and coming out with updates. Let's just check out one of these updates. Somebody has something to say. Let's check out this.
Learned that juror number 6 will be excused. There were questions about his candor, inconsistent statements that he made that the judge learned about and basically said that even if you try to put the genie back in the bottle, in his words, it's too late. So they are dismissing juror number 6. He had some questions, or there were questions, I should say, about where he actually resides, if he lives in New Jersey or if he lives in the Bronx, and they just decided to excuse him. Now, the defense had said that they wanted to make sure that it didn't affect the diversity of the jury, but the judge noted that in actuality, this jury is very diverse. 8 men, 4 women, and at least 5 people of color, even when you consider the removal of the juror number 6, who is a black man.
Now, so along with this information about this juror, there's some other information also that came out allegedly saying that juror number 6 is also a fan of rap music from back in the day. A fan of rap music, hip hop, whatever you want to call it. Now, they said some other things, but I'm not sure about that. But being a fan of rap music, okay, I get it. But then he's only, 41 years old. Now, they replaced juror number 6 with a 57-year-old white man who is an architect. So, this cannot possibly be good for Diddy in the defense, because you have a 41-year-old black guy that's allegedly a big fan of hip-hop and rap music. So, Diddy got R&B, rap music, and all Biggie and all that bad boy stuff. So, of course, if this guy from the Bronx, yeah, you know he was a fan of Diddy, Bad Boy, and all that stuff. Probably really wanted to meet Diddy. The whole reason this guy, follow me here, people. The whole reason juror number 6 probably even lied about his address or where he was living is because there's a lot of benefits from being on a trial, being a jury for a trial like this. This is Diddy. It's the biggest thing going in New York right now. You know what happened once the case is over and the verdict is read? Now the jury can go out there and make them some money, write some books, and tell their side of the story, and probably can start doing some of these DJ Academics, Vlad TV, the Art of Dialogue interviews, podcasts, and get them a check, $5,000, $10,000 for an interview, because people is going to want to know what was going on in that trial. Tell me all the inside stuff. Once it's over, this guy appeared to seem like that he wanted to be on that trial because the judge felt like this guy really wanted to be in there. Why? He probably just wanted to meet Diddy, see him face to face, because there's a lot of people who go into court just to get into the courtroom. You think they're really going to really be involved with hearing what's going on with the case? You got content creators out there doing that thing, but you got other people who are just going just so they can see P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, just so they can see Cassie when she take the stand. They just want to be there. This is the world that we live in now, where people just want to be there. Some of the content creators out there probably don't even have number 200 subscribers, and they out there trying to do what they trying to do. Because it's all about just the new wave, the new technology, and just being there. I was there. I want to go, because it's open to the public. Now, juror 6, he still possibly, can do what he do. He can't do nothing right now while this trial going on, but he's going to still tell his story. He's going to probably benefit from this, and that's the reason why he probably really wanted to do that. But the thing about it is this. If he was a fan of hip-hop, fan of rap, from the Bronx, 41-year-old guy, what really was going to be the chance of this guy voting guilty for Diddy? Despite everything that he heard, what was going on, what was going to be the chance of him voting guilty for Diddy? He might have been the one person that would have made this a hung jury. You know, they said the judge wanted to remove Diddy because he was looking at the jury, nodding his head and all this kind of stuff. Allegedly, what if it was this guy that he was looking at? A lot of people think Diddy money been taken and he don't access the money, but his kids is still out there. And the jury were not sequestered. They was able to go home, make bologna sandwiches, make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, eat some oxtails, get some New York pizza. They was able to go home, just like everybody else. So there's no telling if somebody got close to this guy or what. But whatever happened, he didn't play his cards right, because they basically ousted him and caught on to his antics, and also caught on to the fact that he lied about where he stayed at. This whole thing is crazy. But with this 57-year-old white man now taking his spot, you got to ask yourself, how would a 57-year-old white man who probably don't know nothing about Diddy at all, probably don't even know who he is sitting there, definitely with the change of his gray hair. That's a big difference between a 41-year-old black man who is into rap music, hip hop, down to earth, to a 57-year-old architect, a white man. Whew. Y'all get in the comments, tell what y'all think. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share my videos. I'm Gertie Mac. Holla.